Hey everybody, this is Dan Phelps with Learning to Smoke, back again. Today I'm bringing you some smoked buffalo chicken dip. I love smoked buffalo chicken dip. This stuff's awesome. It only takes a few ingredients. It takes about an hour of cooking, but it's gonna be so worth it. So what we do to start here is that we smoke the chicken breast. We smoke the chicken breast at 375 degrees for about 30 minutes. We put all the ingredients in a dish, back on the smoker there. It's windy. Put all the ingredients in the dish, back on the smoker for 20 minutes, and voila. Now follow along before I blow away here. First things first, we're gonna get the chicken going. So I'm gonna take some chicken breast. I'm gonna pat them dry after I take them out of the packaging, and I'm gonna season it up with some chicken rub from my friend Christy Vanover, Girls Can Grill. I'll put a link in the description for you. Just make sure to season on both sides, and once you've done that, take it out to the grill, about 350 degrees, and we're gonna let that cook for 30 minutes. Then we'll come back and we'll check the temps. Now, normally the temperature you're looking for is 165 with poultry. It's okay to pull it off a little under. So we're gonna take those off, let them cool for a few minutes before we start shredding them up. Now for me, I like to shred it by hand, and so I've got some nitro gloves on, which I'll also put a link in the description for as well. They're perfect for food prep, and I use it for all things barbecue. And once that's done, make sure to grab a mixing bowl, a large mixing bowl that is, and I've got cream cheese. We're looking at about 10 to 12 ounces, so that's about a brick and a half. I've got 2 cups of shredded cheddar chicken that I just smoked. And I'm also going to hit it with that Frank's Red Hot, some buffalo sauce. You can use Frank's, you can use whatever else. This isn't a sponsored ad, I don't care. And I've also got some shredded cheese, going to do a half cup of that. And a couple of tablespoons of that chicken rub I used earlier. If you want to make this spicier, feel free to throw in some hotter sauce, but got to have that buffalo wing sauce taste, so make sure to go with that. Mix it all together. I like to mix it by hand since I got the nitro glove on anyway. But you can also mix it with a spatula or even a mixer if you want. Just make sure the ingredients are well blended. And I'm also going to throw in a couple of spoonfuls of Rotel. You can use some diced tomatoes, whatever it is you want. Don't put in too much. I've done that before. Yikes. Just my preference, go a little on it. I like to have some of those tomatoes in there, but I don't want to have too much. So mix that up, and we're going to put that into an 8x8 pan. Look at my hands getting all messy. So I'm going to put that in an 8x8 pan. I'm going to smear that around, and then I'm going to top that with a little shredded cheddar cheese and put that back on the grill. So I got a little tip here. So I like to lay down a sheet of foil before I put down an 8x8 pan, especially pans that we use for inside cooking, because I don't want the grease from the grates to get on the bottom of that. It's just harder to clean. So I'm going to put that on the grill for 20 minutes, but I forgot something. Whoops, blue cheese dressing. Gonna make sure that you do a half cup of blue cheese dressing. I like to do that instead of ranch. It just goes well with buffalo sauce. Ask the folks from Buffalo, they'll tell you the same thing. And I'm gonna smear that up, and I'm gonna put the shredded cheddar cheese back on. So more cheese for me, yay. I can't believe that I forgot to do that. I forgot to put the blue cheese dressing in that mix. But hey, I caught it early, so thankfully that's good. I added some extra cheese in there, so now I've got extra cheddar cheese. It should taste pretty good. Now the 20 minutes have come and gone. It's time to take off the buffalo chicken dip. Looks really awesome. It's gonna be hot, so make sure you use some oven mitts or some high temp gloves. And that sheet of foil I talked about earlier, look at the bottom of that. That's grease that could be stuck to my pan, and I could be scrubbing off. But now I don't got to. So I'm bringing that buffalo chicken dip, and I'm gonna sprinkle on some parsley flakes on top. I feel it gives a little more pop to the dish. And you can serve this with tortilla chips. You can serve it with those Frito scoops I'm using, even carrots, celery, all that good stuff. Hit my website for the full recipe. You don't normally see me film inside my house here for this closing segment, or even the opening segment for that matter, but it's windy outside and you're not gonna hear me, and I might blow away. So I figured I might as well film this inside here. Buffalo chicken dip, let's do the taste test. Of course. The thing about this dip is that the heat starts to pick up a little bit. As you may know with a lot of hot things, usually the heat builds after a little while. So you'll eat it, you think, oh, this is great. You know, you taste the cheese flavors, you taste the chicken. But then all of a sudden, a little bit later, the heat kicks in. And it's not a whole lot of heat, it's buffalo sauce. So whatever your heat tolerance is, use as much hot sauce as you want or need to in this. But if this isn't hot enough for you, you can always add in some extra hot sauce there. You can add in some fire red sauce maybe, or whatever else. This buffalo chicken dip is perfect for your Super Bowl party, any other big party that you may have, or even just a night in. Game night, bar mitzvahs, who knows, whatever. All right, this is Dan Phelps signing off once again, saying hope your days are filled with good times, good friends, and good barbecue. Now, if you don't mind me, I'm gonna get some more dip.